Okay, bros! We are here for your WWE TLC pay-per-view review featuring the ever so popular Bro Ratings. Now, here's your host. Okay, bros! I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson, and tonight we will review WWE TLC. So, for those of you who are first-time viewers, maybe you're WWE fans, have never seen any of my NXT videos, we are going to give you the ever-so-popular Bro rating for each match, and that's on a scale of 0 to 10. I like to think of it as like 7.5 and above are like must-see matches. And obviously, we're still searching for that ever-elusive 10. So, before we get things started, let's take a quick pause for the cause and show you today's tasty beverage. It is Coke Zero! That's right, with WWE being PG and all, well, I think they're still PG. No, actually, they probably moved to PG-13. Well, we'll find out about that later in the show. We are going to drink the Coke Zero. Oh, nice. So, to kick things off on TLC, on the pre-show, we had an 8-man tag team match, 4 versus 4, featuring Daniel Bryan, Otis, Chad Gable, and Big E on one team versus King Corbin, Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, on the other team. Now, you have 8 great competitors in this match. I mean, these are some of the best wrestlers that Smackdown has to offer. But when they're given about, 4, 5, maybe 6 minutes max to get this match in, all 8 of these guys, they really don't have enough time to showcase what they're truly capable of. I mean, the stuff with Cesaro and Bryan was a great little exchange. Enjoyed the ending where Sami had no one else to tag in. He was left to fight with Big E for a little while and got hit with the big ending. Big E gets the pin, 1, 2, 3, setting up the further of their Intercontinental title feud here. But overall, it was a disappointment on the pre-show, and that's why it's on the pre-show. So we're going to give that one a 6.7 on the Bro ratings. Moving on to your main card, we opened up with the WWE Championship being defended in a TLC match. And it was your challenger, AJ Styles, that's right, the phenomenal one, with his bodyguard, Omos, versus Drew McIntyre. That's right, the WWE Champion. I mean, Drew McIntyre has been fantastic all year long, and this match definitely showed it. I mean, you got AJ Styles flip-flop flying around, Drew McIntyre hitting all the power moves. I mean, they use tables, they use ladders, they use chairs. And then The Miz cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. John Morrison handed it over. The Miz entered the match, triple threat match. And right off the bat, The Miz was held by Omos and just like gently placed over the rope, but crashed down through the table. I thought that was going to be the only thing he did in the match, but ended up there was more, and at the end, each one of the 3 of these guys was touching the belt. It was swaying around. AJ Styles falls off, Miz falls off, McIntyre climbs down, hits Miz with the Claymore, McIntyre grabs the title, he's your winner, and still WWE Champion. So, we're going to give this opening contest a fantastic grade of a 9.1 on the Bro ratings. Now, speculation amongst some of the bros who were watching us live with me last night is, could The Miz get the Money in the Bank briefcase back? Saying John Morrison was the one that handed it over, didn't really count. I think that's pretty interesting to play out. But truthfully, I kind of hope we're done with The Miz and the Money in the Bank briefcase. We need a fresh thing for Drew McIntyre to do. Now, with this match being so good and the chemistry they had, I'm okay doing Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles one-on-one in just a traditional wrestling match. You heard it here, folks. Moving on, we have your SmackDown Women's Championship match between Carmella versus the Boss, Sasha Banks. Now, had very little hopes going into this one. Their feud has been a little underwhelming. It's all been about champagne and smashing bottles over Sasha and this sommelier guy that Carmella's coming out with. I mean, been underwhelming. But these two women delivered, put on a great match. There was some super kicks, there was meteoras, and the submission moves were fantastic. In the end, Carmella tapped out to the bank statement. Sasha Banks is still your SmackDown Women's Champion, and we're going to give that one a 7.9 on the Bro ratings. Now, here's hoping we get to Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. That's what we want to see on SmackDown. But Bayley is still lurking. Keep that in mind for WrestleMania. Okay, moving on, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship. Defended your challengers, the Hurt Business, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Now, this is like the 4th or 5th time these guys faced each other. Probably did a little too much on Raw, but it was still a pretty good match. With the title change, Shelton Benjamin had this match won, had Kofi down and out. Cedric Alexander tagged himself in, hit his vertebraker, backbreaker thing, whatever it's called, and got the 1-2-3. Hurt Business is your new champions, and this match is going to get a 7.4 on the Bro ratings. Now, in the middle of this video, we're going to take 1 minute and 1 minute only. We are here for your 1 minute figure review. I bet all you guys thought I was going to lean into the camera and say, let me in. Well, I'm not going to do that. We're going to talk about this awesome figure of the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Now, this is the Fiend's first ever figure. I mean, the detail on this is phenomenal here, bros. We got interchangeable hands. It says hurt, heel on the gloves. We got the dreadlocks. We got the ring attire here. We even got the old Bray Wyatt head lantern. I mean, the packaging is fantastic. SummerSlam, where the Fiend made his debut. And on the back right here, this is good stuff, bros. When Finn Balor challenged the Fiend Bray Wyatt to a match at SummerSlam 2019, he found out how dangerous it is to let him in. What? What is that? Brother. Jimmy Babyface here with my Bush Light. And I'm here, Daddy, to set the record straight for one time and one time only. We have a false prophecy going on as to where the TLC match started, Daddy. No. It was not Edge and Christian. It was not the Hardy Boys. It was not the Dudley Boys. No, Daddy. Jimmy Babyface knows exactly who the 3 teams were involved in the first ever TLC match. We're talking tables, ladders, and chairs, Daddy. And you know what, brothers? Feel free to bring over any table, any ladder, any chair over to that gimmick table, and we will sign anything you Mizarks want. And that is a complete shoot, Daddy. We're talking, these are the teams, brothers. We had Wedge Hirsch and Catholic Poppy. Daddy. We had the second team of Bear Hardy and Jay Bro Hardy. Daddy. And the third team was none other than the greatest team in the match. We're talking Bubba Jeff Dudley. And none other than Jimmy Babyface Von Dudley. Daddy. There's your originators of the first ever TLC match, which you can take that right to the history books. Brother. Brother. Time to go knock back some bush lights, Daddy. And we're back. Now, I don't know what the heck that was. People are here to see the TLC review. Come on. Unbelievable. Up next, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defending against Asuka and a mystery partner replacing the injured Lana. And it was none other than Charlotte Flair, your mystery partner. And match was a little underwhelming given the talent of 4 of these women's. Actually, they're all former women's champions, with Shayna Baszler being the only non-main roster women's champion. But, I mean, come on. Should have been a lot better. In the end, Charlotte Flair hit the natural selection on Shayna, got the 1, 2, 3 for their team. And interesting to see where this goes. Personally, I think it goes right towards a Charlotte Flair title shot. I mean, that's what we expect to happen. So, with that being said, bros, we're going to give this one a 6.9 on the bro ratings. Moving on, we had your Universal Championship TLC match between Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. That's right. Oh, Tribal Chief. Oh, Roman Reigns. I mean, we have to do that each time we talk about him because let's face it, we don't want him not coming in here and knocking on our door and taking over the head of our table. Or maybe he is the head of everyone's table. I don't know how that works out. Anyway, what a fantastic match between these two. I mean, we knew Jey Uso was going to get involved, but Kevin Owens took him out in the early part of the match. And Roman was just brutalizing Kevin Owens, hitting him with chairs, smashing him on ladders, putting him through tables. And then out of nowhere, Kevin Owens moves out of the way. Roman runs through the barricade. You thought that was going to be it. Kevin Owens was going to grab the belt, but Jey Uso got involved again. Then Kevin Owens puts him through the announce table, buries him under a pile of stuff, and he's about to get the belt, but Roman Reigns pulled him out. It was just like, you wanted Kevin Owens to win this match so badly, and you felt so bad for this guy because he was just getting brutalized by Roman and Jey Uso. At one point in time, he just kept getting up, and Roman was looking at him like, what is wrong with you? Just stay down, man. And Kevin Owens is like, you know what? If you want to win this match, you're going to have to kill me. And I was just like, wow, this guy is just brutalizing his body. And in the end, it basically came down to that because Jey Uso was taken out again. Roman Reigns climbed up the ladder as Kevin Owens was about to grab the belt, started punching Owens, and locked in that guillotine choke. Choked him out on the top of the ladder. the lifeless body of Kevin Owens fell off the ladder and Roman Reigns slowly grabbed the title to retain the Universal Championship. Your winner, Roman Reigns. Oh, Tribal Chief. Oh, Roman Reigns. And that match was fantastic, bros. We're going to give that one a 9.2 on the bro ratings. Wow, just slightly edged out the other TLC match between Drew and AJ. Now, onto your main event, the Firefly Inferno match between Randy Orton versus the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Now, we did not know what to expect going into this match. Was it going to be cinematic? Was it going to be in the ring? Was it a typical Inferno match? Well, it wasn't cinematic. It wasn't just in the ring, although it was kind of mostly in the ring. And it was not a typical Inferno match. Now, the thing that I loved about this was the setup in the arena. I mean, they had the Inferno flames around the barricade before the screens, which made for amazing effects. Someone was backstage hitting a button and shooting fire out just at the perfect times. And in this match was brutal. At one point in time, the Fiend had like a pickaxe and was about to smash Randy Orton with this. I was like, whoa. Well, clearly this is not a PG program, like we said earlier. It's probably PG-13. Or is it? So, and the Fiend had Randy Orton on old Bray Wyatt's rocking chair and puts down a trail of gasoline, lights it on fire. Randy Orton barely dives away. I mean, they're trying to light each other on fire. I get it. That's the premise of the Inferno match. First one to get lit on fire wins. But I mean, in the past, you saw Kane maybe get his arm lit on fire, leg lit on fire, and he's running to the back. They spray it off, and that's it, right? This match was a little different because the Fiend locked in the mandible claw on Randy Orton and was like backing him into the flames that were surrounding ringside near the ramp, the entranceway. Randy Orton spins him around, pushes the Fiend into the fire. His whole back and legs get lit on fire. Unbelievable. They both roll into the ring. The Fiend may have still been on fire. I don't even remember. Randy Orton hits the RKO. I mean, he won the match when he pushed him in the flames. The flames dissipate, and you're sitting there looking at the lifeless body of the Fiend. Orton's kind of pacing around, like kind of kicking him a little bit, like, and then Orton's just like, oh my God, what did I do? And then he smiles, and he gets a can of gasoline. He dumps it on the Fiend and lights his whole body on fire. Okay, bros, this is not PG-13. We just basically witnessed a murder here. I mean, unbelievable. I didn't really care for that. I mean, sure, the fire, the effects, everything, the visuals were cool, but you light the Fiend on fire? The Fiend's one of the greatest characters you have, one of the best parts of your show. Why are you going to light him on fire? Did not like that one bit. The Fiend should have won that match. And the Fiend certainly should not have been lit on fire. Now, WWE could right all those wrongs starting tonight on Monday Night Raw. We'll have to see what happens. Or the Fiend is gone forever. I don't like how that feels. So with that being said, I mean, the visuals, it was a cool look to an Inferno match. Just didn't really care for the outcome, is basically what it comes down to. So with that being said, bros, we're going to give this one now. I bumped it up a little bit because of the visuals, let's put it that way. A 7.5 on the bro rating. So with that being said, bros, your match of the night for the Universal Championship TLC match, Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. That was your match of the night. I understand why it didn't go last, but Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns tore down the house. And, oh, Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, just in case he's listening, right? You got to do that. We had a total of 7 matches this evening on TLC, including the one on the pre-show, and we have an average bro rating of 7.81. That's right. Very high rating, much higher than Survivor Series. We're going to keep doing this on the WWE pay-per-views. So, my name is Jimmy the Gibson. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. If you're into NXT, make sure you check out those videos. And we will see you later, bro chachos. TLC was pretty awesome. Let me in. I always wanted to do that. Kind of felt good.